Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Now in today's video we're going to do another lore video. So I'm going to read through the dialogue after the quest. I just finished a quest. I just dropped a little gameplay trailer all about it. If you want to watch that, go right ahead. It's already on the channel. And if you want to watch more lore videos like this on the last two dialogues we had, they're also out on the channel, and I'd appreciate if you check those out. If you're new, I'd really appreciate if you consider subscribing, especially if you like lore or just this type of Apex content, as I do upload a lot of it. And with that being said, let's start right away. So it's called the Detached Chaperone, and looks like Wraith's going to be our narrator. So Mirage says, Mirage for Wraith, I repeat this, Mirage for Wraith, do you copy Wraith? Today's the day, I think to myself, today's the day I finally snap and kill. Go for Wraith. What you doing? Yep, definitely the day I kill. Same thing I was doing 5 minutes ago when you asked, running surveillance on Octane's date. Yeah? We're fighting prowlers. Scary, nasty, rabid prowlers. It's really exciting. Not as exciting as chaperoning a date, but exciting. I'm tuning on the recording device. Don't radio in again. Is your heart racing? Is your adrenaline pumping? I need updates every 60 seconds. Here's an update. It's not going well and you're not helping. Oh no. Is it an appetizer crisis? Goodbye, Mirage. Did he just settle with the wrong foot? And cuts him off. I disconnected. Calm, turn my focus back to Octane State with Yoko. She is the chief of staff for Cheryl Machi, who heads up Hammond's legal department. Basically, she's a woman who makes it easy for him to get away with everything. And we sent them the subtlety of a jackhammer. Yep. So you said you had a question about one of Cheryl's meetings last week. Cheryl Machi, yeah, right. Yeah, she had some secret meeting with the new chick, Loba. I'm supposed to ask you what that was all about. Something that sent Octane undercover again. Oh, I see. So the only reason we're out now is so you can find out details on my boss's meeting behind closed doors. And totally put my job at rest. Why am I doing this again? Because I can get Lifeline's autograph for you. Why would I care about Lifeline's autograph? Because I can get Bangler's autograph for you? For real, Bangler never hangs around for signings after a match. That'd be a collector's item for sure. Are 2B friends or something? Sure, 2B's in a pod. We're like twins. Damn, Octane, you're a terrible spy, but you stumble into more wins than anyone else I know. I don't really know what to think so far. Octane's doing a horrible job on his date, being undercover. And a bunch of the other legends are out fighting prowlers. And I don't know what to think of this Yoko person. Is she really about to tell Octane a bunch of stuff just for Bangler's autograph? Well, you didn't hear this from... Yeah, she is. Well, you didn't hear this from me, but my boss wanted to talk to Lo about what was after in that warehouse under Skulltown. Something called the source code. Cool. Apparently the code was teleported out of the bunker by some kind of security system before Loba could grab it. That's sort of like what we saw. Is the code Reverend's head and all the technology around it? And then when Loba was in there and she shot her little P-2020 at the glass, it was teleported out. Is that what the source code is? Maybe because the source code would be like the source for all the Reverends, because that's what they'd be using is Reverend's human head. Awesome, nodding head. My boss can get Loba the coordinates where the source code went, but she wants something returned. She wants. Wait, did you just say nodding head? Did he? Hold up. Yeah, awesome, nodding head. He literally did. So the source code, I think, is going to be Reverend's head. And as in the trailer, we saw where it was transported to. Maybe a different part of King's Canyon, maybe onto World's Edge. Or maybe even a new world where we could be going to maybe Season 6, a new map in the rotation. So interesting things coming up here. What the hell is that noise? So we got some feedback coming in. I ripped the headphones off. Are my ears bleeding? Damn it, where'd that feedback come from? Maybe someone found out what was going on. Mirage for Wraith, do you copy? Or maybe it's just Mirage. Damn it, Mirage, I said no radio was working with and then she stops. But what he tells me, what was that sound? Was that like a bloodhound scan or something? That little, I don't know what sound that is. But what he tells me next stops me dead in my tracks. I waste no time, open a portal and appear behind Octane, startling Yoko. Alright, so Wraith just sensed something with her little spidey sense. Change your plans, we gotta go. Oh good, I was dying, boy. But we're already moving through the void. I relay Mirage's message to him. 2 words that send chill down our spines. Watson's down. Oh, we saw that in the quest, the actual quest. Watson dies and I get to take her sweet loot. When we get to Mirage's bar, it's chaos. What happened? Oh, Loba's here. We were stationed inside the... Not you, Path. What happened? Wraith's not really a big fan of Loba, not listening, but knows Pathfinder can be trusted by Wraith. They seem to get along well. They've been in a lot of trailers together on squads. We were scoping out the nest. Watson told us she was going to plant fences. We didn't realize she went into the building. By the time we got inside, there was nothing to do but be sad. I'm still sad, friend. I see Caustic standing over Watson's bed. I looked at Pathfinder confused. Not the guy I expected to hold vigil. Okay, so Caustic maybe did have feelings for Watson. I know that was sort of like, there's Caustic and Watson memes all over about Caustic having a crush on Watson. Maybe that's actually, they did implement that. He hasn't left her side since we got back. Aw, Caustic's sad. I don't keep many friends. The girl in the bed is in my top 3. So Wraith being like, hey, I don't really, keep a lot of friends with all these legends, but Watson's actually a really nice person. Caustic acknowledges with me. I mean, even Caustic likes her. Me with a sad nod of understanding. It looks like I've never seen... It's a look I've never seen on his face before. It's almost sympathetic to everyone else and our outsiders. To Natalie, we're family. I guess Natalie's Watson's name. Somewhere we got on a bad path. Now how do we get off it? She'll make a full recovery. What matters now is we're finding the other half of Gemini. Got cut off. Caustic is pinned against the wall by her throat before I can even realize he can move that fast. Should miss... What's that? Paquette? Is that how you say that? That's probably Watson. Condition worsen. You will live out your days so unrecognizable you'll beg me for death. Caustic's upset. She gasps when he drops her. Her hand presses against her throat as he storms out of the room. Caustic's mad, man. Is this all worth it, Lola? All these pieces, this artifact? Is it worth all this suffering? Wraith asks her. Loba says it's everything. And Wraith being like, why? What is it? I already told you. All I know is that it's a piece of tech. And she gets cut off again by Wraith right away. I'm not talking about the artifact. I'm talking about the source code. What is it? So Wraith, taking that information she learned from Yoko, asking straight to Loba. And it looks like Loba's here surprised. Her eyes got wide when I mentioned it. I struck a nerve. She opens her mouth, starts to say something, but a different voice answers. Uh-oh, what's about to happen? My voice? 3 words? He's above you. Uh-oh, is this Reverend? Maybe? And I know who it is before I even have a chance to look up it. Oh yeah. I have a better question, girlies. When were you going to tell me there's a whole world out there where I am worshipped like a god? What? I don't know. I don't understand that. I didn't know. What is... I'm confused by that. So is Reverend finding out that, look at all these, I have all these backups for when this robot shuts down, they have another one for backup? And as I reach for my kunai, I try to piece together how long he's been up there. I realized I was wrong earlier. This isn't a bad path we're on. We chose the worst path. And that's the end of that one. So next up is the liberated narc. I don't know what that would mean. So, freed... What does narc mean? The only thing I can think of is like a narcotic. Yeah, I really don't know what to think of what's coming up. So here's what we got so far for the artifact. I'm really interested to see what it turns out to be. This looks like maybe a moving piece. I was thinking it was going to be like some brain or some little computer. I've heard a lot it'll turn out being a head of a robot or another simulacrum. So I'm very interested to snag some more pieces of this and find out what else is coming. Right away we can take a peek. The next quest is going to be called Enter the Reverence. So I'm guessing that's going to have to do with what we saw in the trailer with all the backup Reverend robots, simulacrums. And High Octane's the one after that. Oh my gosh, I can't. What is that going to be like? Oh man, Octane's such a fun character. That's probably going to be something really cool. This is great. I love what Respawn's doing here with all these quests and all this lore and the new artifact. We're still learning more and more and more about all this lore, and it's really exciting. So I can't wait to make this next video again next week Tuesday on this quest and this dialogue. It'll be really interesting. We're uncovering a lot here. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you watched this entire thing, thank you. You're probably going to be one of the very few who did, and I'd really appreciate if you consider subscribing if you weren't already. It really helps me out, really helps get my videos under the search bar and into your recommendeds. And that's all I have for you guys today. Have a good one.